Today we're going to be talking about Wonder Woman 84. Now I tried looking for a second trailer because this one's been out for a while. It's been out for about a month at the time of recording, and I couldn't find one. The first one listed as is just, oh, my bad. It was listed as Wonder Woman 2 trailer. And then the second one, trailer number 2, is just some dude who chopped up a bunch of footage and threw it together and called it a second trailer. Yeah, that dude, clickbait, bro. He's got over 204,000 views on that video, and it's garbage. It's not a trailer of any kind. Like I said, he just chops up some footage and said, hey, this is a second trailer. So, and I should have known because it also was released a month ago. So, yeah, there's no way that's real. So getting into it, it's not a slight at the movie, but it seems like the audio throughout the trailer is just kind of bad. I restarted my viewings of the trailers both the first time and the second time because I obviously rewatched them just now before the video. I think the audio quality they use for this trailer is just bad. It just sounds funky. It sounds like something's not right. And I restarted the trailer multiple times. I thought it was just a bad trailer, but it was the one that Warner Brothers Studios put out. So I think they messed up there, but I think overall the quality of the rest of the trailer more than makes up for it. So to kick things off, personally, I'm pretty over the 80s theme things. I think Stranger Things really did it for me, and Thor Ragnarok tried to, and it was just kind of weird, like both in the music choice and the big flashing bright neon colors and things like that. And this trailer, obviously this movie takes place in the 80s, it takes place in 1984, and it's very kind of blunt and in your face throughout the trailer, both in like the transitions, again with the neon colors and the choice of music and like the kind of like almost techno kind of beatbox and stuff. I'm not saying that it's a bad theme or anything. I'm kind of over it, but yeah, whatever. It sounds good and it seems pretty popular for whatever reason, but that's not a slight at the trailer either. It's just a personal preference. But again, overall, the trailer looks really good, and I'm super stoked for it. I was a big fan of the first Wonder Woman because that is how... I'll get into this eventually when we do the Let's Talk for Wonder Woman, but that is how you do a female character. Like, you don't have to beat over the viewer's head that she's a woman. You don't have to prove that she's better than men. I mean, like, it's just a very well done movie, and it's just... like I said, the character is properly handled. Like, she's out there and she's just doing her thing, and that's all you need. So I'll get back to that in a little bit, but I'm super excited because I really liked the first one. I thought it was very well done. This trailer looks pretty good. Chris Pine, he's back. I thought he was dead. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen with that. Personally, I don't think it's a resurrection. I actually think it's a trick by Maxwell Lord. I know he's got, I don't know how they're spinning him in this movie, and it's kind of confusing how he's been handled in comics. At one point he was killed and brought back to life, and just kind of like, weird comic stuff. So if he does have some kind of like mind control powers or whatever, that's kind of what I'm expecting. If it turns out to be a resurrection, okay. I hope they explain it more than that, but yeah, I mean, I'm not mad he's back because I like Chris Pine. I liked his character. I like what he did with Wonder Woman, and I think it's cool. I just hope they do a good job explaining it, otherwise that might kind of kill it for me, because I like things to make sense in the context of what is happening, So in the context of the DC universe, can people just come back to life? Like, so, it's just kind of one of those things, or the DCEU, I should say, the DC film universe. So I'm excited about Chris Pine coming back. I want to know why he's back and what they do with him. I can't actually tell. I think, based on what I remember, the color changes to her suit they're brighter than they were both in the Justice League movie and the first Wonder Woman movie. I could be wrong on that, but the color seems a little brighter and more vibrant. Obviously, they changed up her like shoes and like her shin guards and stuff. That to me looks completely different, both brighter and in design. She's got like some like not exactly high heel, but like flat heel stuff. I don't know. It's just I like the redesign overall. I think it looks pretty good. And in certain shots in this trailer, you can almost, like, she almost kind of looks like Linda Carter in her, 19, believe is, yeah, I don't want to insult anybody's age, so I'm gonna just say the old TV show. She almost looks like Linda Carter, I don't know. To me, it looked like, oh, they're trying to, kind of like what they did in Man of Steel, where at one point Superman, when he's standing under the terraformer, he's getting beat down on, he almost looks like Keanu Reeves in one of the shots. So I thought that was pretty cool. If that is a purposeful nod, I think it's cool. So this is kind of like just one of the minor picky things. I don't like movies and things that are placed in the past, because it almost feels like there's no consequence, right? The big example of this would be like Rogue One, the Star Wars movie. You shouldn't care about these characters, because at the end they're either all going to die or they're all just going to be written out of the universe some way. So I don't particularly like movies placed in the past because of that. But it's worked so far for Wonder Woman and her first solo movie. So hopefully this one works out too. Hopefully they explain where her villains went after this movie. Because in case you didn't know, Maxwell Lord, I think, is going to be one of the villains. I mean, he's usually a bad guy. And then Cheetah. Cheetah was casted a long, long time ago. And I think that is actually... Well, I'm just going to jump this point and go to the next one. Cheetah, yes, like I said, she's been casted and confirmed. But they didn't show her transformed, which I thought was like, okay, kind of interesting. Instead, they show her kind of in like a chamber where she's undergoing the transformation process, which is totally fine. You don't have to show off your villain in the first trailer. I just thought it was interesting. So going back to the point I had before that, Kingdom Come armor. So for those of you that don't know, which I would assume is a lot, Kingdom Come was a story, very, very famous, very popular, one of those classic ones, very beautifully drawn by Alex Ross, who is a big-time comic book artist. That story, Wonder Woman wears that particular set of like golden armor with the wings, and like in the comic she had more of like a eagle looking kind of helmet. But I like the adaptation of the armor, and I really, really want to see how they work it into the plot, because the armor looks dope and I love it. So I want to see how it fits into the story. And then I really, 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 really hope this movie turns out like the first one. So as I stated earlier, the first one was a really good movie. It wasn't like feminist propaganda. You didn't have to put down men to make her look good. She was just out there kicking butt and taking names. And that's how Wonder Woman, and if you're gonna do a female movie, I mean, that's the best way to do it. You don't have to go out of your way to prove that they're better than men or equal to men. Like, just have the character doing what the character does. And I don't see how it gets more, apparently Marvel didn't, I don't know. We'll get to Captain Marvel stuff. I'm never going to call her that again. She's Miss Marvel. But we'll get to that later. So yeah, I hope they don't spin it, because they did so in the comic books. So in Earth 1 of Wonder Woman, the first one was pretty good, really solid. I was really excited for the second one. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, all that good stuff. But when I finally got it, it seems like they used the first one to rope you in, and then the second one, they were just beating you over the head with feminist propaganda. And I really, really hope they don't do that with these movies, because I really want to like them. Because I did enjoy the first one, and I want to enjoy the second one. So with that being said, again, overall, this trailer looks really good. I think the audio, they messed up, like I pointed that out earlier. But overall, I'm pretty hyped for it. I like it. I'm glad DC is finally doing better. I think with the past 3 movies, with their Shazam, Captain Marvel, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman, I thought all 3 of them, I think Justice League came out after Wonder Woman, but we'll get to Justice League eventually. I'm dreading that. But those 3 movies were really, really good, and steps in the right direction for DC movies. And I'm excited, and I hope it works out. So nothing else to say. The trailer looks good. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.